Traders, what's going on, guys? It's Cleveland here, and it's time for another Monday market breakdown. Guys, first things first, I do want to apologize. Last week I didn't release a Monday market breakdown, but I did record it in its entirety. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upload the first fundamental snippet. You know how I usually do the video recordings of myself. I was on my family farm. I had a lot of fun. I want you guys to check it out. I want you guys to hear my directional bias for last week. Okay, so remember, this was last week's breakdown, and we're gonna go into the charts, and we're gonna hear out this week's breakdown after. Okay, so check it out. Okay. Y'all come over here. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Monday market breakdown. I'm here, still in Florida, on my family farm. Got about 20-year-old goats over here. I'm gonna show you guys around this nice little habitat. This is where I'm coming since Trump is initiating this new world order. I'm prepared. So, as you guys know, the forecast for Aussie, Euro, and GBP hit off really, really well. Aussie actually kind of really held that level, but GBP hit off on the 26s, and the Euro actually got to $1.08 today. So that's awesome. But we've had a turn of events in the past 3 or 4 days, right? Anytime there is new information that enters the market, things can change. Initially, I said this $1.08 level is where we could see the market come up into as a buy, for a buy, and that's what happened. And then I would have said, and this is a good selling opportunity, but our friend Donald Trump here has decided in his regnant ways to ban the world. 7 countries, 7 Muslim countries. Now, where do I think we could go? It seems as if we're going to potentially consolidate in this high for this euro. It would be perceived as a beautiful sell. But again, that's on the precipice of good fundamentals. We'll have to go into the charts, and I'll talk to you about it later on. A lot of the other political ideals he does sucks, but there is one that I do enjoy, and he's doing a lot for small business. And again, lower taxes, that's going to be very helpful for us as of traders. Capital gains tax, that's something else that he wants to lower. You got to think capital gains tax 35%, obviously without deductions and all, but that's too high. You know, that's too high. That's huge. Huge high. Australian dollar, we saw a lot of safety going in gold. Gold is a safe haven. Interestingly enough, we've seen gold hit off at 1170s. Stay over there, I'm doing a breakdown. Hey, get out of here. Jesus Christ. So, we've seen a lot of people go into gold in the past couple of days, and I think we've had right around a 5% return on gold last week. So again, we were proceeded to do an Aussie short. But just the fact that gold is a safe haven, it's not going to allow us to break that low. And it seems as if gold is about to break the high. Bullish on all three. We'll see how market structure adds up to give us a really good idea in terms of where we can take this thing. Other than that, let's see what we got. So, as you see, last week it was amazing. We were very accurate. We got in those positions. I just didn't get a chance to push it out to you guys. I had horrible connection out there, but nevertheless, we're here now. I'm at my office and we're ready to move forward. Okay, so it's amazing, guys. We've seen a lot of dollar weakness, and this dollar weakness was merely deemed as a retracement. Okay, but now it's turning to this dollar becoming a trend. It's a trending down move. Okay, there were a lot of critics of me actually wanting to short this US dollar strength. And as you guys know now, you're all probably washed out trying to figure out exactly how to rebalance your books, but that's okay. The breakdown's here for you. All right, so it's amazing. We just had Draghi speak today, and we had a German Prime Minister speak. His name's Wolfgang. Wolfgang wants the euro to surge in terms of the euro currency value. All right, right now they have an export surplus. Okay, so what that means is currently they're selling outside of the country. They have money coming in, which means they have more control over their economy fiscally. But what's happening is they're not getting enough of it. Okay, the euro is too weak, and they feel as if they could have more euro, more currency if the value of that euro appreciated. Okay, Draghi said he's going to continue with bond buying. He had a lot of statements out. Okay, he feels as if, he mentioned that they're not manipulating currency, which I never thought they really did. Outside of that, he feels as if the monetary policy is going, head on. They're hitting off on all their targets. Again, I also somewhat agree with. It's really just the jawboning by Trump. I'm going to put a little description down there what jawboning means. That is really giving even more of this corrective move for this Euro USD, but this dollar weakness. So as of right now, guys, it's amazing. We could push to the 09s in the dollar tens on this Euro USD. Okay. Now I did see a retracement in the Euro USD's future, and we'll go into the charts and really see exactly where we are. But you know, this is unprecedented. We haven't seen this much US weakness since 2015, but in such a way since, like, I think in the past 10 years. This was one of the worst months for the dollar, starts of the year in the past decade. So we're just going to really see how this Trumponomics, Trump dilemma is going to add up for our currency. I'm moving to gold. You guys will start to see me have a little bit more jewelry on as the months pass here. Okay, I'm afraid this U.S. dollar is going to go to nothing. Now the Aussie dollar, as you guys saw last week, I wanted to buy that Aussie dollar outside of that break. I finally switched to my buys to buy that Aussie dollar, and we actually took on some of those moves. And today we actually saw spot gold surge and break the high, and we'll pull over to the charts and I'll show you where spot gold is. Amazing. Okay, and in terms for this pound dollar, Theresa May got completely passed to exit the EU. Okay, we'll talk more about that as well. So for the euro, I would like to see a pullback. We'll pull over to the charts. I would like to see a pullback before the extension. Aussie dollar, jeez, I mean, do I want to keep buying? I mean, I definitely could see that happening. We have a lot of analysts and a lot of fund managers saying we could shoot to the 79s. All right, we didn't do that last year. That 77 level was impenetrable. All right, so that's amazing within itself. But what gold doing what it's doing, absolutely we could see that up move. And for the pound, also for the pound, folks, again, if this U.S. weakness wants to come on in, then we could see that pound break that Article 50 low. I don't see any reason why the pound can't break the Article 50 low, but we are sitting at a low right now in the pound. We'll go over into the charts. And we had some really awesome intraday buys today in our live room. You guys want to definitely get in that live room. I'll tag it below how to get in the live room. You want to get in that rookie course, it's free. It's all free, folks. So make sure you get in that live room, and then you can execute with us in the morning time. Okay, so other than that, guys, we'll see what we get. Euro, retracement buy, Aussie. We'll pull over to the charts. I'll do some more analysis. I'm thinking that we could also push on the Aussie, but I do see we have to get a pullback at some point for me to really feel confident about it. In that pound, we can get a buy on that pound as well. All right, so guys, let's see what we got. All right, traders, we have our Euro USD drawn up right here. We're going to pull over and start from the high, okay, from that $1.14, that impenetrable level last year, and come down to the low right there at 03s, the $0.03s. And guys, you'll notice we shot up into that 38.2. Folks, I want you to go back and watch the breakdowns from earlier this year. Okay, we saw a lot of intensive buying of that US dollar, assuming that, Trump was going to kill off on everything he did, but all he did was renege on most of his promises economically. Okay, now look, this market has been steamed politically, not economically. We haven't seen too much economics come in. Yeah, we've seen some trade deals hit the fan, but there has yet to have been a repercussion of said trade deal. Okay, TPP, NAFTA, okay, banning all the different Muslim countries over there in the Middle East. Okay, and again, as of yet, we have yet to come in on a deal with the Britain, with the BRICS. Okay, so as of right now, folks, again, politics are speculatory, so we saw a lot of money come out of the market. Okay, so if I pull over and get a little bit closer here, we will go and I'll show you why I love that 38.2, because it was the level we spoke about. All right, so now we're here, and what would you assume? What would you assume if you retrace up to a 38.2? You would love to get on a buy, on a sell, all right, for this Euro USD. All right, but the thing is, we just have so much fundamentally that is against this, that is against U.S. strength. Look, if we do get a retracement, I'll now have to pull over into the daily. If we do get a retracement on this Euro USD to the downside, it'll be stemmed from a couple of news releases that are soon to come out this week and next week. All right, but if we're just going with technicals here, let me draw from the low to the high. Okay, and if you guys notice, we haven't had anything larger than a 23.6% retracement along this entire up move. Okay, so again, a rational technical analysis artist would want to start buying this euro down here at the 0650s, okay, at that 38.2. But again, folks, I would love to see the market consolidate potentially a little bit more at these highs, and hopefully we could be aided by fundamentals to give the U.S. some strength. All right. Now earlier, I don't think I mentioned it, but we had the the Fed president of New York. You know, he's very dovish. All right. He wants to see 3 rate hikes. All right. Yellen wants to see rate hikes, but the thing is, there's this thing called a it's they're doing musical chairs with the Fed. Okay. We have Yellen leaving in 2018, 3 other governing bank leaders leaving in 18, and 1 empty seat. And guess who has the authority, okay, and who gives the passes to the electorates to the Fed? Okay, Donald Trump. And what is Donald Trump? Donald Trump is hawkish. Okay, he wants to see dollar weakness because he wants to see more U.S. strength. All right, so what would that do for us, guys? That would push this market even higher. Okay, very interesting. So until then, okay, we do see a rate hike potentially in June, but we've actually gone down in terms of the Fed fund rate percentages for March to, I think we were kicking off at 24%. Before the meeting yesterday, or last week, whenever it was, we were in the 30s. We were in the 30s, and you know, it's like an option. All right, these things get a lot more volatile closer towards the maturity date, and you know, as of right now, you know, us being in the 30% or 30 percentile is pretty good. But now we're in the 20s, and again, guys, we're lessening the likelihood of a rate hike in March, which is only going to allow this Euro USD to push even higher. Okay, so again, those are the fundamentals. When I pull over into the technicals here, I would love to see, okay, if we're going to talk about it, I would love to start to see some buying pressure, some selling pressure down here at the 018s. Okay, if we can start to close below this in the high 07s, in the 0750s, if we can close below these levels here, we'll definitely see us come down to the 23.6. But what I would love to see is for us to come down into the high 06s. That would be an awesome sell, and that's something that I am looking out for, okay? And then after that, folks, hey, it's a buying frenzy. It's a buying frenzy. I think people will start to think it's a little bit cheap, okay? So as I mentioned, yes, we haven't seen larger than a 23.6% retracement, but something that we also haven't seen that could aid us in the ideal of a sell is this here, okay? We haven't seen that much consolidation, all right? Notice market just kind of started to run up, and then boom, it just really had its headway and just really started breaking highs very, very rampantly. But as of right now, guys, you see that we've kind of been stuck in these highs since the 23rd. We've hit off on 0766 since the 23rd, and right now we're still at 0751. Okay, yeah, we've gotten up to the 0820s with that price spike there, but at the end of the day, we would consider this market consolidated. If I pull in on the 4-hour, okay, and I zoom on in, and let's just assume that this is our price action. Look, we're consolidated. We're consolidated. So you need to have some recency bias, okay, a slight a stint of recency bias in your trading to kind of understand and see where these markets can go. And right now I have some. Right now I have some. Now, we did have a nice sell out of structure here in our live room, and we did actually buy it up as well, okay? So that was a really awesome intraday position. Where is it at? I want to show you guys. So I pushed out the morning briefing where I'm wanted to sell that euro off. Okay, so you guys will want to watch it there. Euro broke. That was the break there. Okay, and euro. I mentioned again that I wanted to buy that euro back up. Okay, I bought euro at the low here. Okay, that's when Draghi started to speak, and I knew that we'd have some intraday market participants starting to liquidate positions from the sell, and I saw it as a great buying opportunity, and that's what we got. So if you want to go back and look in the live room, just go ahead and join the link, and you can actually see me, see the play-by-play of me actually getting in those positions. Okay, it was an awesome day. So other than that, folks, if the market buys up, then it's gone. Okay, we've seen about 4 hours of upward movement right now, 8 hours of upward price action right now. So hey, if that's it, then it's gone. But if not, it would be nice to see the market kind of stall here at 0755. Retrace, okay, maybe this is just a pullback, and then retrace back down into structure there, all right? And that's what I would like to see. And again, that's what I'm looking for a sell. So it would be nice to start to sell the market up here at these highs. That'd be great. And again, for a buy, look, you missed a buy. You don't want to be so freaking late. You're 43 points late for the buy. We already bought down here at this low. So again, you would be taking profit to some. You would be the take profit for some of my pros and some of my top traders in my chat room. Okay, so you'd be making those guys money, and I promise you, you'd be to take profit for some of the last guys in. A lot of us are out of those positions, and you would really start to see this thing start to fold over. So I'd be careful buying up here at this high, especially at structure, obviously, right? So again, for the sell, selling right now potentially. Okay, there are a couple of methodologies to get in for that sell, and again, if you know any, start to have that ideal. Okay, you want to see some candle closes. All right, you want to maybe see some reversal patterns. Okay, this wasn't truly an engulfing, which is a good thing. Okay, this was a very strong down move where you would have some market participants liquidating, but at the end of the day, we're still stuck here at a level where I could see a sell worthy. All right, and again, if you want to buy it up, you already missed the buy. We can see this thing again, hopefully just kind of float around up here in these highs. I don't think that this is now going to break the high and start heading up to our higher targets. Okay, I don't think that's it. Okay, so what are my targets? What are the targets that I do have? Again, I want to break this level here, and I want to get up into the 09s. I want to get up into the 09s. If I pull over into the daily, the 09s are the top, the tippity top of a very large level of consolidation. All right, I'll remove this here, and I'll make a little bit of a tighter zone there. Okay, 10s, 09s, right up in these levels here, folks. That's what I want to see. This is what I want to see. The market come up into that level there. All right, so really around the 50% level. Really around the early 50% retracement level. Okay, so that's what I got on that Euro USD. Now, here's the mess, the Aussie dollar. Okay, enormous price surge. But if you notice, guys, that is in the Aussies, pedigree. The Aussie loves to have these enormous runs of market structure, and it's amazing. But if I pull over into gold, we'll go over into the spot gold fund here. As I mentioned in the forecast, guys, we just broke all-time freaking highs of this year for gold again. All right, again, guys, I got my gold. You saw my gold in my video. You need to start buying gold, man. I'm serious. This fiat currency is going to have you looking pretty silly. And don't come to my family farm asking for some goat milk. All right, so we're going to pull over into the Aussie dollar again, and we'll see what we got. So again, guys, I definitely see that we could continue that run up on that Aussie dollar. The Aussie has yet to react as well as the gold has reacted. So we're already up here at the 77s. Okay, 76.55s. If we could see the market start to close around these areas, I'll pull over a bit. Market starts to close around these areas, retrace back down to the 76 flats, and then buy up. Why not? Why can't we get back up into the highs? Let's not try to start breaking highs anytime soon. Let's get back up into 77s and the high 77s before we start assuming that we can get into the 78s, the mid 78s. As you guys know, I'm an intra-week market player. Okay, I'm what you coin as a medium ranged hold time market participant. I like to do intra-week positions, and I see amazingly in some of the firms that I've worked with, they have the exact same hold times, and it has been working very well for myself. You guys can go back and check the catalog of all the breakdowns I've done. Doing these intra-week holds is amazing. I don't have to hold trades for 2-3 weeks. Okay, I can get everything I need based off of the market's cyclicality of folding over, really honestly every 3 or 4 days. Okay, so why try to hold it when you know the market's going to have such an amazing amount of retracements? Now again, you have this Aussie dollar with this amazing run up, but that was purely fundamental. Okay, purely fundamental. When it comes to the speculation in Forex, it's huge. It is huge, and it is happening. Forex is range bound 80% of the time, especially on these smaller time frames, below the 4 hour. And since those are my entry time frames, trust me, I'm moving with that trend. Okay, so anyway, we can see this thing roll over to the 76s, and then I would like a push higher. Now, if you want to buy this Aussie dollar, I wouldn't buy it yet. I said that a couple of times over here, but I wouldn't buy that Aussie dollar yet. I'll wait a little bit. And in terms of a sell, we're looking good to sell. Hopefully, we can maybe close up here at 76.70s, and then maybe we'll start to get some selling pressure to the downside before we see that up move. But I think gold may hurt us. I think that up move in gold may not be so nice for our Aussie sell as of right now. Okay, so again, if you want to buy it, folks, I'd love to buy down here. I'd love to sell right now. It just makes sense. But the Aussie has not been making any sense lately. Okay, so it's hard to really say. If you want to throw in a buy real quick up into these levels, up into the highs, I don't see a problem with that. I really don't. Okay, so my conviction, my opinion right now on the Aussie is is, in terms of 1 to 10, how certain am I? I'm in the sixes, maybe the sevens. Okay, euro, I would call myself an 8. And let's move over into the GBP. As of right now, for this pound, we came down and we tested these lows here. All right, if I draw up a fib from the low to the high of this original swing, okay, you see that we came and tested that 38.2. Now, if I draw from the high to this swing, again, guys, we're around the same area. All right. And as of right now, again, I'm very fundamentally based. Okay, I want to see some fundamentals come out that are, potentially, good, potentially hawkish for the pound, to really start to show that this pound deserves to get out of this Article 50 low. And I think the pound is slowly starting to deserve it. I mean, when you look at unemployment, when you look at wage and productivity growth, the pound is on track with record years. All right, we haven't seen any type of horrible conundrum happen since the pound has left the EU. We just haven't seen it. Okay, so at the end of the day, I think we have a lot of speculatory selling priced in that is yet to liquidate. And as more good news comes out about the pound and more shit news comes out about the dollar, we can see us come out of this level here. All right. So again, if I pull over, it'd be nice to see this market kind of hang out around here at these 32s, 38.2% level, and kind of really sit down here before I start to buy this thing up. But I think we could see a pound buy if we come down into these lows. Now, if you want to start selling the pound, look, I mean, we've already sold off from the 27s high, from the high 27. So right now, it's a little bit dangerous to start selling that pound unless you're doing it intraday. Nothing I say passes for intraday. I'll do intraday positions on this 30-minute to the upside, to the downside, sideways, if I get the setup, all right? But right now, if you're trying to swing this thing out, you need to wait. Look at all the accumulation coming in right now, folks, for this thing to start to turn around. All right, all you may have is one more fundamental push to the downside and then a huge buy up, okay? So we'll see what we get. To be a little bit more clear with you guys right now, pound, I would love to buy this pound up. Okay, I wanted to actually buy the pound up on Friday intraday, but we kind of just hung out in these lows here. But I would love to buy this pound up. Maybe we need this thing to retrace a little bit more before we buy it up. And if that's the case, then awesome. Now, if we don't, this is something I do want to mention. If we don't need that pound to buy up as of yet, here's where I would know that, hey, look, we have a high conviction that this thing will start to push to the upside. High opinion, okay? If we can start to get to these 24.90s, that is an awesome situation for pound longs. All right, trust me. You want to see that pound come up into the 24.90s. Okay, but if not, folks, we will definitely start to see this thing continue to roll over, and then maybe we'll get even a better price using our technicals to get in on that pound. Okay, and it seems as if we might also have a trend line situation. So we have a couple things adding up to give us some pretty good accuracy for this pound. All right, maybe we can break this low here, and if we can break that low right there, then boom, maybe we can hit off on some lower targets and start buying the pound up at that lower level. Aussie dollar. Aussie, again, guys, I'm not very, I don't have a strong opinion about this Aussie dollar. Would love to continue the buy that I called out last week from this buy structure here, this level there being broken. But as of right now, folks, we are still holding these highs of this Aussie dollar. Maybe a rollover could happen, and then a buy up. But as you notice, folks, gold just surged again today. All right, and the fact that Aussie's lagging right now a little bit tells me that, hey, look, this thing could pop any second now again. So maybe we just need to get with the trend, the fact that this Aussie's not even hitting off on 23.6% retracements. And if you're a Fibonacci guy, you know that is mind-blowing. All right, that's mind-blowing. And so for this Euro's been my boy for a while, man. I really love this thing. These fractals have been playing a very, very key role in my trading. If you don't know what fractals are, step your game up. But as of right now, for the euro sell, again, maybe this is a pull to the upside, only to see this euro fold over a little bit further. Okay, that would be very nice because, again, we've consolidated at these highs, and it would be nice to start to sell this euro if it can hold these levels here. We have a lower high, breaking low. You see what I'm saying? So I definitely see that we could push lower on this euro before that surge to the upside. All right. So guys, I'm going to be updating you along the week. Again, my biases can change as structure changes along the week. And if anything pops up, I'm going to be shooting some content throughout this entire week. And maybe I'll give you guys some updates if I have a different ideal. But other than that, folks, your profit's my motive. Make sure you get inside that Top Trader Pro. And that Top Trader Rookie. Top Trader Rookie is a free course. You want to hop in that thing right now and join our community. It's an awesome place, and we have some guys executing at some pretty high levels in there as well. Okay, so guys, this is Cleveland, and I'll see you guys later on this week. Peace out.
There it is. There it is, see? You get him by itself, he gets a little bit enraged. But then you let him on go. No, go ahead, baby. Don't want to scare him too much. Watch this, though. Watch this 4-4. Watch this. Go ahead, boy.